Allegheny and the Monongahela. We are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go. Here we go.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they'll run up. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
11 empty, 11 empty.
They go play action with Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Steelers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Andrews. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Andrews rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is the tight end fan. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Burrow on play action. Going right back to Fant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
I'm fine, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. McPherson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Andrews. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards to pick up there.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now here's Andrews to throw on 2nd down. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Off the play fake. Andrews. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. This is Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now Andrews throwing on 4th down. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Gun.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Andrews. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Andrews. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Burrow. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Andrews. He's got this to Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Andrews. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Andrews. Setting up the screen. Harris. And some room to maneuver. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards. On those last 2 plays.
13 yards. First down, Bengals.
On 2.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. To try again after the sack. Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Andrews looking to throw on second down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Andrews. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. They go play action with Burrow. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
I'm wondering.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11 and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone. Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there. Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter. And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. To throw is Andrews. To throw on 2nd down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way. Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Andrews. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run with Harris. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. Andrews. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
11.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throwing, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Here's Burrow. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On 1, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11.
To throw, Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Just got a heck of a show party. This was a close.